So if you've been having trouble opening one of your sliding doors, maybe the lock is frozen, this may be the video for you to help you see how do you get the door panel off if you can't open the door. It's actually not that hard to do. We're going to remove the door panel without opening the door. First of all, we're going to want to take this trim piece off that's on the back side of the door, or facing more towards the back of the van. It's just clipped on. You may want to be careful how you do it. I'm using this door panel tool here, but it could, if I'm not careful with it, it could end up scratching. Now this piece sits on, it's clipped on, but it's on an angle. I'll try and show you a little better shot here. You want to pull it kind of on like an angle towards like the 10 o'clock position, which is where the arrows are facing. If you can get it to start moving, it's just held on with 2 clips. Of course, they're held on pretty hard. You don't want to break anything. There you go. See, 1 clip stayed behind and 1 is still in the plastic there. Put some skippable chapters hopefully here will be included to help you if you need to skip ahead or you need to back up a little bit. I'm going to need to put that clip back in. Just have to pry it off with something, some pliers, as long as you don't squeeze too hard. And then just put it back inside this piece, make it fit the same way the other one is. Now, there's a trim piece that goes around the door handle here, and it just pops out. It's held in with 4 little fingers, I think. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's actually 5 of them. I don't know if you want the window up or down. We're going to take that switch out though, because I'm going to take the door panel off. So you see the switch here. On the back side, it's just clipped in. You push that white piece in the middle down and pull this, well, I guess it's a gray piece. Pull the whole gray piece out. Just a connector. Not too much room in there, but there you go, it's out. Now, there's a little T20 torque bit here, like a little screw, but it's a torque bit. You need one of those. I'm going to use a screwdriver. I'll put a link in the description for a set of these, or you may want to get the sockets or torque bits that'll work with like a socket set or a ratchet. The T20 is used quite a bit in most vehicles nowadays. Not really sure why. Now you just want to give this a tug. I'm going to pull the cup holder in the bottom there. You don't want to break it though. It's held in with clips. Once you get one to unclip, then you might be able to get another one to unclip. The thing is, you don't want to break the panel. It's only plastic, right? The top actually hinges or clips down on the top. I'm going to try and get some of these out as well, since they seem to be coming. One, and the next one. Look in the bottom a little bit. Looks like I've got just about them all out. Not the, that easy to do, but this is what they're going to do at the mechanic shop. Just want to make sure, ooh, a little bit of a bend there on the right-hand side right there. Don't want to bend that too much because you'll discolor the plastic or it could break it. What's hanging on inside here? Oh, I see there's a clip way down by my finger there, just like that one. And maybe we can get a tool under to pop it out. No, it looks like it just popped out that way. Okay. And the door panel is off. If it's going to be off, you may want to switch out as well. I'll show you how to do that. It just pops out of the door panel. There's a couple little springy clips, metal clips. Just squeeze them and push. Squeeze and push, same with the bottom one, and it'll come out the hole. I'll show you on the other side now. Just grab your switch, and now you can plug it in back into the harness there, and you can have your window go up and down, which you may need. I don't know why you want to get into the door here. Well, probably to fix it. But I guess what we're trying to answer here is, how do you get the door panel off? That's a question I'm asked a lot, so I'm showing you how to do that. There are a couple access points here. This rubber little covers If you need to get inside, maybe at your window, this might be a good time to give me the thumbs up if you don't mind. I've taught you something here. And of course, we can roll the window up or down with the key on in case you need to do something with the window. I'm going to put this back together. I'm not going to show you how to fix it in this video because this video is already going to be 9 or 10 minutes. Just showing you how to get the door panel off. Put that one back on, put this one back on. I'll try and do some more videos on how to replace those actuators that lock and unlock the door, if that is your problem. And maybe something else. Maybe you're having a power window issue. Here's some more videos related to these repairs. The top right hand corner. This is what those door clips look like. And they do fit in the hole, and it looks like, you know, I've pushed it far enough, it doesn't seem to want. I thought, are they broken? Are the white pieces broken? You know that the green is going into? But I found out, no, it seems like you really have to push them as hard as you can, and they click into place. And you'll see, okay, that was pretty hard to get out of there, wasn't it? You'll see that it'll sit in there, and if I push it, it'll actually click, and it's stuck in there. You can probably get these clips if you need, like in a automotive store. Maybe bring the clip in. A lot of times they have a whole bag of them. More videos on this vehicle, the Grand Caravan, the top right hand corner. We'll put a link to a repair playlist there as well. So they should just slide in sideways into the hole, or where they go into there. They kind of click in so they don't fall out. They fit in between their, they've got grooves in the actual clip itself. I think we've got an extra one kicking around here somewhere. Got those on there, got that one on there. Are we missing one? It's a different color one on top. And this top part has got a little lip to it. That's going to go into the rubber there still. Now these can break, and it's nice if they're all in there. If you're missing one, I guess it's not a big deal, but if you do break some, you could always go to a local auto parts store, bring one of your examples in, and they should be able to find something that's similar, quite a bit cheaper. You can price them out, see what they're like. Just want to try and line all these holes up with the little fingers, the clips going into the holes. And they can move around a little bit and not face straight in, so you might have some trouble putting them in there. Of course, you want to make sure you hook that top part as well into that rubber. Make sure they all click in there. Might have to wiggle them around a little bit. Once you line 2 or 3 of them up, the rest of them in theory should line up, but you might find that some don't want to. We can see there's one way down in there. If I can line that one up first, you see it there? Line it up with that hole, and then give it a little bit of a push until it actually clicks in. Sometimes it helps to kind of tap them in. Like I say, if you can get a few of them here and there going in, the rest of them should follow. That being said, this corner didn't want to go in. The corner to our right. It's like, what's going on? Everything else seems fine. I started clipping all this back in here, the power window switch. Make sure you put it right side up. It just clicks in. It only, the connector only goes in one way. And then you just give it a little push. You don't have to push too hard. Make sure it clicks so. Then it's locked in place. Make sure the switch is working again as well, just in case. I'm putting it all the way up. I've got that little screw that can go back into the torque. Snug that up. Make sure everything is actually fitting tight. I've got this piece as well. Make sure it goes on the right way. Got those little clips. And you might have to move the handle around a little bit just to get it to fit in there. I was able to do it pretty much with one hand as I'm trying to hold the camera. Thanks for putting up with the camera shaking around a little bit. Not too much room in here when you end up sitting, you know, on the floor and trying to move around. Well, again, the tripod wouldn't really fit very well in here. Be banging it every time you try and move around. But you get the point. Let that all click in there. Make sure it's fitting well. Your door handle moves okay. And that is that. Just have that top piece now to put back on. Just remember which way is right side up and what's upside down. It's actually got a little finger that fits in the one side. If you figure which way that goes in there, you can't put this on upside down. Give it a couple taps. Should clip on. Man, we should be good. Should be. Then I noticed, oh no, there's a seal that's supposed to go in between the door panel and the door itself, this piece, and actually clips in the door panel. So I have to pull the door panel away from the bottom just a little bit. And pretty hard to really show you how it goes in there, but if you end up having that piece of molding come off, it's just got a groove. It can only really sit into the door panel one way, the actual plastic door panel itself. Once you have it in there, then you can push the door panel back onto the door and let all the fasteners click on. And they didn't do too bad. Just checking this rubber molding again. Except for these two at the back here. I couldn't get them to fit in properly, and you can see how they can kind of go sideways a little bit. It is all plastic, of course, so you don't want to force it because it obviously is not going to go in, no matter how much you bang around. So you're going to have to get a long screwdriver or your long fingers and try and just get them to center properly. I'm going to have to do that with some of the other ones as well. Once they're centered, you'll know when you can just give it a tap and it should go in, and that's done. Thanks for watching. More videos to come.